So hi everybody, welcome to Oil Camp. Tonight we're going to be talking about healthy daily habits and how they influence your overall health and well-being. So last week I had the good fortune to place a new member on our team, and I sat with her, we talked about all the kits and we talked about what her health goals were, and she decided on the Cleanse and Restore kit. So we were really excited about getting that started for her. So I came home, got on my computer, and I tried to get that Cleanse and Restore kit, and it is not in the inventory anymore. So we had to look around and find something else that was more suitable. So the reason why the Cleanse and Restore kit is not available as an enrollment kit anymore is because they're reformulating the Zendocrine complex that's in there. I was at leadership and they talked about it, and they just don't seem to have a good supplier for that particular product. So until they do, we won't have any opportunity to purchase that anymore. So I had to look for another kit for my new wellness advocate, and we decided on a brand new kit. This is a new one that's in the product line. It's really sweet. It's called the Healthy Habits Kit. And it came out last year as a Healthy Habits Challenge. I don't know if anybody remembered seeing that, but Dr. Hill was on the computer several times during a week, and he would talk about changing your life and improving your habits so that you can improve your well-being. So we're going to talk about some of those things tonight. Okay, so let's start with, let's do a little assessment here, and let's see if you can answer agree or disagree to these comments. And I'm sure some of you are going to fly through this with flying colors, and others of you are going to go, I could probably tighten that daily habit up a little bit. But the first one I'm going to ask you to consider is, I never seem to catch up with my life. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person. So if you always feel like you're always kind of behind the eight ball, you're always trying to get yourself organized, are you that kind of person? And you can agree or disagree. And the next one I have for you is, I keep myself awake thinking about all the things that I didn't get done that day. And I have to confess, that's me. I always feel like I've got way too much on my plate and I don't get it all done. And then the next one is, I eat for convenience rather than for superior nutrition on most days. So I know that we have at least 3 of you on the call tonight that are on meal plans, and I'm really proud and excited about all the progress that you're making. But for a lot of people, and I'm sure you know many of them, they eat for convenience rather than for the superior nutrition that their body needs. And the next one is, I never schedule time for exercise, but I always think I'm going to get to it. You know, sometimes when you put it on your calendar, you actually get it done, but sometimes I'll notice I put it on my calendar and I still can't get it done. So agree or disagree with that one. And then this one, I have products in my home that are known to be carcinogenic, like beauty products, laundry soap, dryer sheets. So you still are living with some of the products in your house that we know, yeah, Julie, that we know are not good for us. And then the last one is, I forget to use my essential oils when I'm feeling unwell. So sometimes I'll walk around with a headache for a little while, and all of a sudden I'll go, well, duh, why don't you just get some frankincense and peppermint on your forehead and you'll feel so much better. So if you're finding yourself agreeing with some of the comments that I referenced, then you could use a little daily habits adjustment. And your health depends on your healthy daily habits. That's going to comprise your health and wellness. So having healthy habit routines starts maybe with just one habit at a time. I'm not asking you to do all or nothing. My husband's kind of a black and white kind of guy. So he would do all of them or none of them at all, which probably would stick with the none of them. Okay, so let's talk about some of the implications of not changing your habits. So we'll just go back through my comments and kind of consider what would happen if you didn't attend to them. So my first one was about the effects of an overscheduled life. So you just never seem to catch up with your life. That chronic state of overwhelm can lead to stress and anxiety and physical ailments such as digestive upset. The second concern was about poor sleep. So I keep myself awake thinking about all the things that I didn't get done that day. And poor sleep leads to all kinds of health concerns, everything from weight gain to poor digestion to adrenal fatigue. And I find when I wake up and I'm tired the next day, I don't make very good decisions. So then I'm even further behind the 8 ball than I was the day before. So you want to make sure you're getting really good quality sleep. My third one was about nutrition. I eat for convenience rather than superior nutrition. And I was surprised to learn that poor nutrition is second behind smoking as the leading cause of illness and disease in the United States. I think that is just deplorable. I mean, nobody's starving to death, right? We've got restaurants all over the place. It's not like we're, you know, wasting away, but we are malnourished. We just don't get in the nutrients that we need. So the standard American diet is an acronym called SAD, but it also means it's sad. So if you're not eating well, you're in an accelerated state of aging, right? You're not able to provide the nutrition to your cells. And when that happens, you will experience cellular death, and that will happen sooner than it's supposed to. So you want to make sure that you're giving your cells everything that they need to live a good, long, healthy life. And then the next comment was about exercise. How much nutritious movement do you get? I love that phrase, nutritious movement. And I'm stealing that from one of my girl crushes, Katie Bowman, that some of you may have heard me talk about before. She's kind of in that same class as Sue Hitzman. She's kind of a pioneer in movement therapy. And she uses that phrase, nutritious movement. So it's not just about, forgive me if I hurt anybody's feelings, but it's not about, you know, just going for a run and thinking that that is a great way to move your body. That's a hugely repetitive type of exercise that could possibly cause a lot of stress and strain on those overused joints like your knees and that hip flexor muscle. So we'd rather not do that. And especially as we get older, there's no need for us to be running. Walking, yoga, Pilates, the MELT method, Bob Moore's Aging Backwards is a really great program too. Those kinds of things are nutritious movement, and they kind of undo some of the more troublesome patterns of movement that will be imposed on our body. So think about sitting, like I'm thinking about myself sitting at my computer, and when I get away from my computer, I have a little ache in my wrist, my neck might hurt. So I get on my roller, I use my hand and foot treatment, and I can sort of unravel some of that chaos that I put on my body. So what about reducing your toxic load? So if you look at your laundry soap and your cosmetics and your shampoo, we just live in a hugely toxic environment. There are pollution and chemicals in the air that we breathe that we just can't avoid. But there's some things that we can change. We have power to change. So I would really challenge you to get rid of the triclosans and the parabens and the other known chemicals that are known to cause cancer, that are hormone disruptors, that are allergens. And then this is really interesting. I was looking through some of my health coaching notes over the last couple of days, and I found this one. And it says, did you know that using triclosan and parabens found in lotions and hand sanitizers, etc., that you can actually make somebody 400 times more sensitive to foods? So those products can create such an alarming immune response, and your body doesn't differentiate those chemicals from other things that come into your body that will alarm the immune system. So it's a chemical shift in the immune cell function. My next question was about using your products. So I asked you if you forget to use your essential oils when you're feeling unwell. So do you live with your products? Do you use doTERRA products to ease your body's aches and discomforts, to improve your digestive system, ease your emotional distress? So I always recommend that people carry their products with them and use them whenever your body signals that it needs support. So Julie's always got her eucalyptus in case she has a little cough. I'm always bringing my cheer essential oil around with me. Not that I'm necessarily a sad person, but boy, does that make me cheerful. That essential oils lives up to its name. So whenever you need a little pick-me-up, whether it's emotionally or physically, you've got those tools, and it supports every system of your body. So don't forget to use your products and keep them with you in your purse if you can. We always recommend, doTERRA always recommends that you use your products proactively, so you don't have to wait until you're feeling unwell, but you want to actually use them to support the wellness of your body. And that's actually how we're going to move into this Daily Habits kit. Let's see, why don't I go ahead and show you. I'm going to pull up my share, and I'm going to pull up that. Okay, so this is a little, just a little handout that I created for our class tonight. And we're going to start with the Healthy Habits Enrollment Kit. At the time I put this flyer together, I could not figure out how much money this kit was. I looked online and there were several different prices for that kit. So I called customer service today and I was told that it's $158. and it's 110 PV. And I think this is a great little kit. Obviously, it doesn't have a diffuser, but if there was a need for a diffuser, if your friend or your prospect wanted to have one, you could certainly add one to their order. But it comes with the Terrazyme, the PB Assist, the Lifelong Vitality, Deep Blue Rub, and the Deep Blue Oil. It has essential oils, lavender, On Guard Balance, frankincense, and lemon, and those are all in the larger 15 ml bottles, of course, except for the Deep Blue, which is the 5 ml. But I was really happy to be able to offer this for my new prospect instead of the Cleanse and Restore kit, to sell her this one. And it's got actually the components in this kit that I wanted her to start using in the Cleanse and Restore kit. So I always recommend that people start with the Lifelong Vitality. So it's a great place to slowly start to detox the body. If you yourself are feeling unwell, if you know somebody that isn't living a very healthy lifestyle, then having them start with the Lifelong Vitality Pack is really a good step in the right direction. And the reason why is because in the CRS Plus formula, there is an ingredient called milk thistle, and that is a great product to slowly ease toxins from the liver. And I think it's a good idea for everybody to start nice and slow when you go through a cleanse. I think you'd all probably agree with me on that one. It's going to be hard on your body to detoxify your cellular waste, because it travels back through the lymphatic system and essentially recirculates through your body, and that can make you feel kind of crummy. If you ever do notice those symptoms, it feels a little bit like you're getting the flu, or you just kind of have a stomach ache. So I always tell people to just get a little bit more rest, drink some water, have some lemon in that water. But it, as Sue Hitzman says, it's the healing transition, which I always think sounds like it's like a spa treatment, but it actually feels really kind of crummy. Also, in your Lifelong Vitality are the whole food nutrients that are found in the VMZ product. And these, I need to mention you, are not made in a lab. They are whole food nutrients, so they are concentrated and dehydrated foods. And it's why, if you've ever looked at those capsules, they're really big, and the dosage seems like it's really high. So you'd be taking 2 of those VMZs in the morning with breakfast and 2 of them again at dinner. And the reason why they're so big is because they can't break down those whole foods any smaller than that. If you consider like a teeny tiny 1-a-day vitamin, you know that that's a synthetic product. It's not a whole foods compound. And although I couldn't find any research that said synthetics are not necessarily good for you, I couldn't really find anything that told me that they were worth taking, to be honest, because I think that your body doesn't really know what to do with synthetics, and so it probably just pees it out or stores it in your liver, which we have enough for the liver to take care of. So the VMZ has 52 vitamins and minerals, including vitamin A, which is required for a good immune function. So as we consider our seasonal distress, as we consider some of our food allergies and sensitivities, I know that having a good immune system is going to be crucial to helping your body balance out what really is harmful on the body and what really isn't harmful on the body. You know, I think that when you have a heightened immune system, everything that comes at you is seen as danger, danger, danger. Zinc is also in VMZ, and that has an important role in the growth and development of immune cells. Vitamin D, which is also supportive of the immune system. There are vitamin D receptor sites on all of your immune organs, which I found interesting. Some foods contain vitamin D, but it's not really enough to help you that much, so you really do have to take a supplement. Vitamin E influences the development of immune cells, and keeps them in balance. So many of us are deficient in these vitamins, and we could really benefit from getting the proper amount. Also in the Lifelong Vitality is the omega. I'm a huge omega fan. It's great for brain health, cardiovascular health, blood, skin, hair, fingernails. They work as anti and pro-inflammatory signals in the body for healing. And you need to have the right proportion of omega 3, 6, and 9. And this particular product does bring that to you. So if you have too much omega-6, for instance, you're going to be in a pro-inflammatory state, and you want to really make sure you're getting enough omega-3, which most of us are deficient in omega-3. It's just part of our diet. So at least if you take a supplement, it puts your body in the right balance. So another thing that's in the kit is the PB Assist. So of course that's the probiotic. You know, there are a lot of probiotics on the market, and I'm not an expert on them. I just know about PB Assist. But what I find, having had taken it now for several months, is that nasty chronic cough that I've had for ages does seem to be subsiding. So I'm going to say that it's part of the probiotic. So probiotics regulate metabolism and the immune system. Probiotic balance equals weight loss. Probiotics are the brakes on the immune system, which getting back to my cough, I think that it's kind of keeping my immune system a little bit more balanced so that it's not getting an overdrive. Probiotics will ease an inflammatory immune response, and ideally you take that every day. The PB Assist has a 2-layer capsule, so some of it is going to dissolve in your stomach, and then some of it is going to be left to dissolve inside your small intestines. The Terrazyme is a great product. I just finished making a short video on the benefits of Terrazyme, so you're going to get all that knowledge right here, but it's a digestive enzyme. It is something called a broad spectrum enzyme, which means it breaks down proteins, fats, and carbohydrates that otherwise linger in the digestive tract. And I think of digestive enzyme as the Roombas, those little vacuum cleaners that zip around people's their living room and it picks up debris. I kind of think about that when I think about digestive enzymes. So what they do is they break down larger food particles into something that's actually useful for your body for cellular energy and repair. So folks that have digestive issues such as gas and bloat, abdominal pain, they definitely need to take a digestive enzyme. And you can take it right before a meal or as you take that very first bite of food. As we get older, our bodies don't make as many enzymes as we need for proper digestive function. We also get some of those enzymes from the foods that we eat. So papaya and pineapple, for instance, help us break down proteins. But, getting back to our foods, we're not really getting the quality of food that we used to get 20 or 30 years ago. So I think if we kind of depended just on food for digestive enzymes, we probably still wouldn't really get enough. This was interesting. If somebody has acid reflux, typically they take an acid blocker, but sometimes you don't really know if that person needs an acid blocker or if they actually have too little acid. So a much more gentle way to approach that problem would be to try a digestive enzyme. So it would be really helpful for digestive upset. So other things that are in the kit we're going to talk about here in a minute, the essential oils, of course, and then the Deep Blue Rub. I mean, that's just, we love that one. Tara calls that the gateway drug to doTERRA. So if you give somebody a doTERRA Deep Blue sample, they're going to be following you for more products. So then you add, on the right side of our handout, you add the Deep Blue polyphenols. I just think that that's such a great product. It's been such a lifesaver for me. They work with the omegas. And the Deep Blue works in your gut. The Deep Blue polyphenol complex works in your gut, and it works with the fatty acids of the omegas. The polyphenols modulate inflammation, and they give a lot of cell signaling to the rest of the body. Polyphenols and probiotics have a symbiotic relationship, and I didn't think about this before, but polyphenols serve as food for the probiotic microbes. So polyphenols are coming from what gives fruits and vegetables their bright colors. So that stuff gets into your intestines and it feeds the good bacteria in your gut. So doesn't that make perfect sense? So that's some of the supplements that are in that kit. Let's go on and talk about some of the essential oils. So I have another handout for you. Let's see if I can pull that one up. Can you see that okay? Let's see, I'll put that kind of in the middle. Maybe get rid of this one.
That one wasn't online, right?
No, it wasn't. I can put it online. It's a little small for us to read. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'll go ahead and read it to you. So with regards to daily health habits, doTERRA has these separate categories. So starting from the top of that sheet with that little purple circle, it's informed self-care. And so I love to hear that people go to their doctor, like Julie will say, I got all my diagnostics, I got all my lab tests. So now I have a really good picture of what's going on with my body. And now I'm informed with my self-care. I know what I need to do to balance out the systems of my body. So in this particular daily health habit guide, under informed self-care, they're saying that ideally you would use your On Guard, you would diffuse that, or you could take an On Guard soft gel, or you could use your frankincense and you could apply a drop of frankincense under your tongue in the morning. So the sheet goes on to say, when taken internally, frankincense and doTERRA On Guard support healthy immune function, healthy respiratory function, healthy cellular function, healthy nervous and digestive function, and they support the body's natural antioxidant defenses and promote healthy circulation. So what a great oil protocol to add to your daily self-care. And it's really easy, it doesn't take you but a second. And it would be lovely if you could actually do these things and see, give yourself a month or so and see if you're feeling like you're feeling well. So the next little category was toxicity. And of course, we talked about the toxic load that we take in quite innocently, through pollutants that are in the air. But you can also get that through medications. You can get it through cleaning products and cosmetics. And so having lemon in your water can actually help dissolve some of those toxins. It makes it just a little easier for your body to get rid of them. So help your liver out by taking a little bit of lemon. So it says to add 1 drop of lemon or your favorite citrus oil to water, and it says in the afternoon. But I like to do this pretty much all day long. Lemon essential oil, when added to water and taken internally, will provide cleansing and digestive benefits and support a healthy respiratory function. And who doesn't love the smell of lemon? It's just so uplifting and just really beautiful and clean. So the next category is rest and stress. And what they're recommending is lavender and balance. So those are the oils all these oils are in that Healthy Habits kit. So the lavender you could apply to the bottoms of your feet and diffuse to promote a calming and relaxing atmosphere before bedtime. So I love to put my diffuser on maybe 20 minutes or so before I go to sleep. And then when I get in between the sheets, put my head on the pillow, I can just smell that aroma throughout my whole bedroom. doTERRA Balance, they're saying to apply 1 or 2 drops of doTERRA Balance to the bottoms of the feet when you wake in the morning. And I do this. I actually don't put it on my feet, but I keep Balance by my toothbrush. And every morning I put Balance on the back of my neck. I put it on just that occipital area of the back of my neck. So 2 of the most grounding and relaxing oils that doTERRA offers, lavender and doTERRA Balance, include many essential ingredients to start and end your day right. Adding doTERRA Balance to your feet in the morning will help ease anxious feelings, evoke feelings of tranquility, and promote a whole body sense of relaxation. Diffusing and adding lavender to the feet before bedtime will lessen feelings of tension, calm emotions, and promote a relaxing and restful sleeping environment, making lavender the perfect oil to use at the end of a long day. The next one is exercise. So they're recommending that you apply the Deep Blue Rub after strenuous activity in the afternoon or when needed. So I'm loving learning how to play pickleball. I'm not very good at it, but I really love it. And I always bring with me the Deep Blue Rub. I still have some pain on my knee, so from my injury a couple of years ago. So while I'm sitting waiting for another opportunity to play, I just put it right on my knee, and I am so surprised at how well it works. It seems like it helps with the inflammation that causes my knee to feel like it's a little tight and a little sticky. So massage Deep Blue Rub into your low back after a day of heavy lifting at work or during a move. Rub your fingers, hands, arms, shoulders, and neck after spending long hours at the computer, yes, or massage into problem areas for soothing comfort after exercise. So the last one that's on our sheet here is about eating right, and it's recommending that you take the Lifelong Vitality Pack, because really I do think that the foundation of your health is nutrition. You have to eat well. And so the supplements that are in the Lifelong Vitality Pack are just that. They're supplements. They're not they're not replacement meal plans, right? They're just helping you make up for what you're lacking. So it says here, take 2 to 4 capsules with morning, afternoon, and evening meals. The Digest and Terrazyme, take 1 capsule morning, afternoon, and evening. PB Assist, take 1 capsule with your morning meal. Taking these supplements every day will support the health of the intestines and colon, support healthy production of metabolic enzymes, support conversion of food nutrients to cellular energy, promote mental clarity and brain function, support healthy cellular immune function, and promote healthy digestion, healthy joint function, healthy skin, and heart health. Okay, let's go back to that. So if you want, I could go ahead and put that daily health habit guide onto the online Oil Camp Facebook page. I'd be happy to do that, and you can download that for yourself. So some of the other things that I thought might be kind of nice to add to the handout were some recipes for you. So of course, if you're on a meal plan, you're going to go ahead and pick and choose what works for you. But I think for a lot of people in general, we get into habits of eating. We get into habits of waking up in the morning and having to have a cup of coffee. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It wasn't working for me because it was starting to cause me to have an upset stomach. And what a terrible way to start the day. Sometimes, you know, we were talking about eggs. I heard Julie say maybe she has a little sensitivity to eggs. I didn't realize I had sensitivity to eggs until I stopped eating them. And then I realized that I did. I also really do recommend that you buy great quality eggs. I don't know if that was the problem or not, but now I always try to get the ones that are a little bit more expensive, but they're coming from, you know, the free-range chickens, and there are no antibiotics in them. And it seems to be working for me. I don't eat as many as I used to. But I always appreciate having some new recipes to try that are under that category of clean eating. So I've given us spiced chocolate breakfast bars, a pick-me-up smoothie, and then the last recipe is actually for either a diffuser blend or you could put it in a roller ball. I have that going in my diffuser now, and it's lovely. So I've made these spiced chocolate breakfast bars before, and they were absolutely delicious. I do think that the dough, if you want to call it that, was a little surprisingly dry. So if you notice that as you press it into your cookie sheet with the parchment paper, don't be surprised if it just feels like it's a little weird. Just keep shaping it and you'll get it to work. And then you just put it in the refrigerator and you can cut it up and store it in little bags or just wrap it up in some saran. They're really good. They weren't really a breakfast for me, but they were a good little snack. So I felt like I needed a little bit more calories, but certainly great if you're running out the door and you think, you know, I'm not going to eat lunch until late today. I'm just going to take something just to have in my bag just for a little bit of a snack. I added the ginger essential oil to that. Whenever you're using essential oils in a recipe, I always recommend that you add the essential oil to whatever liquid is in the recipe so that it'll mix a little bit easier. In other words, I wouldn't want you to just drop the essential oil into the dough and expect it to spread evenly throughout the ingredients. So just put it in the vanilla extract and that'll give you a chance to spread the essential oil flavor throughout the dough. The pick-me-up smoothie is delicious. I think a surprising ingredient here is almond butter, but it is really, really good. And because there's never enough orange in oranges, I add wild orange essential oil. It just tastes really fresh and clean. I just love wild orange. But if you wanted to do maybe peppermint, that might be good too. I love peppermint and orange together. I didn't try that in the smoothie, but I bet it would be really good. Those of you that have come to events of mine before, you might have been at one where my husband has made fresh squeezed orange juice. And I love to put a drop of peppermint essential oil in a glass of orange juice. It's your little wild orange peppermint. Wow, it tastes really good. And then this emotion potion, I think that cheer, again, is one of my new favorite essential oils. And I was looking through a book. I'm going to go ahead and show that to you. It's called Advanced Oil Magic. And there was a recipe for something called Emotion Potion. But instead of the cheer, it was Elevation. And Elevation I like, but cheer I love. So I just went ahead and swapped that out. And I just thought it came out really pretty. I just love the way that smells. So the essential oils that I added to this particular handout were the wild orange, and that could be for the chocolate bars and the pick-me-up smoothie, or just the pick-me-up smoothie, and the ginger, that one goes in the breakfast bars, and then the uplifting blend. So that's my little handout, and that is my little class. So I'm going to go ahead and stop share. And let's see if you have any comments or concerns or questions, anything you want to add. I'm happy to hear from you.
The lemon in the water, does that affect the enamel on your teeth? Or a lemon juice, not the lemon oil, but a lemon juice. Do you have any information?
That's a good question because I always think that lemon juice is a little acidic.
It's not.
Yeah, I'm a little fearful of that kind of stuff on my teeth, but I do have a little bit of an allergic reaction to foods that have too much acid in them. So like I can't really eat a lot of tomatoes and that kind of stuff. So I stay away from the lemon juice. I don't know, what does anybody else think?
Julie?
I know orange juice will kind of erode the enamel on your teeth. My dentist says to watch that. Lemon is really acidic, but yet when you put it in the body and in the gut, it neutralizes.
Right.
Right. So I don't know. I'll ask my dentist about that next time about the lemon, but I drink lemon oil all the time. I mean, I always have a bottle and it always has 3 or 4 drops of lemon and grapefruit in it.
Yeah. And I just feel that it's so good for my digestive system. I always tell people that when I drink it consistently, I just feel like my belly is flatter because I feel like I'm eliminating better. So it's a great thing to add to your routine.
I'm always trying to detox my liver. I have a lot of autoimmune stuff and it's all from the poisons in my body. So I'm always detoxing my liver.
Well, it's really an important organ to be particularly mindful of. And I think in Chinese medicine, they deal more with the liver than they do any other organ in the body. And in Western medicine, it seems to be the heart. We spend a lot more efforts on healing heart issues than we do liver issues.
We have more drugs for the heart than we do for the liver.
I think we have more heart surgeons than liver surgeons too.
Yeah.
I don't think the oils are acidic. Do you like having real lemon juice? Is the acid of the juice where we're eating the lemon oil, which I think is not the same.
It's from the rind, right? It's the oil from the oil sacs that are in the rind.
Yeah.
I have this amazing lemon tree, and so I use the lemon oil or lemon juice in addition to the lemon oil. There's vitamin C in the juice.
Well, that sounds lovely to have your own tree. I don't think I could not do that.
Yeah.
We were at the farmer's market. Julie takes me to the farmer's market on Saturday, and this guy has these Meyer lemons.
That's what these are.
And they are enormous. They're like big. And they're almost orange inside. They're just beautiful. They're just gorgeous.
And that's one lemon. For some reason, that's one lemon, variety of lemon that does not grow year round. So we're almost at the end of Meyer lemon season. So we're about done, and then we won't see them again till probably, December, maybe January. If you're further down, Palm Springs, San Diego, you'll see them, November, December. When do you first see yours, Judy?
I've only run out of lemon once in 31 years.
Yes.
And it was like 2 years ago. And I just picked a crate the other day. I have green lemons. I have almost yellow lemons, ones that are ripe and some that are overripe right now. And they come in stages, and there's still blossoms on this tree. And it was here when we bought the house, but it's amazing. And I'm giving them away like crazy.
Does it smell nice, Judy, when you walk by that tree? I imagine those lemon blossoms have a nice.
Well, the orange tree is blooming now too, and it's I can smell it when I'm walking on the sidewalk on the other side of the fence.
Oh, that sounds gorgeous.
Yeah.
Love it.
But I think it's a Meyer lemon, but I never run out of them.
Really thin skin. Meyer's has really thin skin compared to other lemons.
And then the other thing I do with the lemons and the oranges is dry the skin and then pulverize it and put it in my cereal and my smoothies.
Nice.
That sounds really good.
I don't know what nutrients are in the skin as opposed to the oil, but
Well, I'm sure it's all beneficial. It's all good for you. I'm not sure.
But yeah, a friend, I was going to take her some lemon juice today. She says, "Oh, it'll hurt my teeth." And I'm like, but yet she's drinking my orange juice because she's really sick.
Oh, sorry about that. So back to our little class.
Hey, kitty.
Again, there are several daily habits that were mentioned. Things like getting enough sleep and having more exercise and being more mindful about using your essential oils. Was there anything in here that particularly resonated with you, or anything that you think you'd like to be a little bit more mindful of? Hi, kitty, kitty.
I watched a video from Dr. Hill because I think most of these daily habits were from him. A little video he did about a year ago, and I watched it the other day, and I've started putting balance on the bottom of my feet before I get out of bed. So I'll have another bottle at convention, Wendy.
Okay. Good to know, Julie. I have to make sure we get enough bureau space for you. Yeah.
I'm probably going to bring holders this year. So when Wendy and I go to convention, I like line up all my roller bottles, and she's like, "What is this?" I go, this is what maintains me. You know, every night before I go to bed, I do On Guard, Melaleuca. If I feel like I'm coming down with something, or I've got all these sinus allergy issues that could go into something else, I do oregano. So that's my nightly protocol. And I had gotten away from that for a couple weeks, and look at me now. My daughter was here with something that's the same as this, and somebody told me today there's a cold going around.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just supporting the body. And now I've got my balance there that I put on my feet first thing in the morning. And then I've got breathe. I've got peace. If I'm not sleeping right away, I will roll peace on the bottom of my feet. And then, of course, eucalyptus. So there's my 6 little soldiers that sit by my bed and support my body every night and every day.
Lifelong Vitality, too.
And then Lifelong Vitality.
Has anybody else taken Lifelong Vitality? Nancy's gotten very dark. I don't know if that's... Your room is dark.
The sun went down.
Yeah. But I know when I take the Lifelong Vitality, that I'm just feeling better. You know, I just feel like I've got more energy. My mood is better. I feel like I can cope with things a little bit better. I don't get so overwhelmed.
That's what the balance
maybe
does.
Take soy out of that. I'd do it again.
Well, we need to tell them. Product development needs to know. They must know that. I don't know why they would even need soy in there.
What, Lifelong Vitality has soy?
That's what you
A lot of them do. A lot of those products.
Even the vegan one too.
I haven't checked them. How long?
I have 2 people that only take the vegan formula of Lifelong Vitality.
But soy is vegan because it's not a meat product, so it would probably still have soy in it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, you know, soy went out in the 80s. You know, we shouldn't have soy.
Well, and it's in the capsules, and they use it as an emulsifier.
Mm.
It's been I looked at them again not too long ago.
Hi, Kitty. What are you doing?
A lot of times when they tell you what the ingredients are, it doesn't mention them because they're in the capsule.
Well, the capsules are veggie, so could that be soy? Is soy considered a vegetable?
Yeah, it's veggie.
Yeah.
I've talked to them about it on the phone.
Or was it in just one?
I will add that to my product support email.
Thank you.
I'm sending them an email and asking them to please do a breathe drop with less sugar. I mean, today as we were walking and coughing, we were counting the grams of sugar. Each one of their drops, On Guard, Breathe, and the new ginger, they all have 3 grams of sugar. You take 10 of those a day, you've got 30 grams of sugar. So
I noticed that. I've had that horrid cough too. And in fact, last night was the first night I slept without coughing in like 5 months. I hope it doesn't come back tonight. Let's see.
Well, I've been taking a pretty good little protocol. I made it for Julie today.
It totally worked. What was that, Wendy?
Okay, it was 2 drops each in a veggie cap, lemon, lavender, and peppermint, Roman chamomile, turmeric, and copaiba.
Okay, now wait. Lemon, lavender, peppermint, which I take every day.
Roman chamomile.
Okay.
Copaiba.
Okay.
And turmeric.
Okay,
and that really worked. I'm going to take one. I'm going to make one of those as soon as we get off the phone, because that totally worked for me.
I have been taking 8 drops of copaiba at night because instead of the 3 capsules, they just didn't work. The 4 seems to work better. And I sleep, but the cough wakes me up.
Oh, that's
so I'm going crazy. But
have you tried the eucalyptus on the bottom of your feet, Judy?
Yes,
okay.
And the balance.
And the because I use the eucalyptus for cough on my feet, and then I run Breathe in the diffuser, and I do pretty well.
I've been running in the diffuser Breathe, Balance, and a couple drops of bergamot.
I love
bergamot. On my feet, I've been putting Breathe, Balance, and bergamot, the same thing. But I've used eucalyptus when it was really bad, so I'll add it back. Thank you.
Well, I want to thank you for joining me tonight. It was lovely to see you all.
This was fun with all the girls.
No, it was a good group. So next week we have Julie, and she's going to talk about healthy gardening. And then we're going to take a little bit of a break. And what I decided to do, I'm going to go on a little trip in June, and I'm going to be gone for the whole month. So we're going to take a good long break. But what I've done is I'm in the process of setting up an automated email sequence. And I actually think I goofed up and you got sent the same email 2 weeks in a row, but I'll fix that. So you should have gotten an email from me with the subject, achoo. And when you open it up, there's a lady with a big hat, and every time she sneezes, the hat comes over her face. And then the next one was about lifelong vitality. And then I just did one today on Terrazyme. And so you'll be getting every week a little mini class. And I'm trying to keep the video to about 5 to 8 minutes. And so you'll continue to get some education about your products. I hope that's going to work out okay for you.
And that's June, but then, or right now, you said.
Yeah, well, we've got just one more week for Julie's gardening class. And then I'm actually heading out of the country around May 23rd. So we wouldn't really have enough time to do another 6-week series. And I asked Julie and Tara, if they were wanting to do this, but I think we just decided taking a break was going to be better for us right now, because Julie, and maybe you want to tell them about this, is going to be setting up something special for us in Reno. So why don't you tell us about that, Julie?
I am doing a booth at the Riverside Farmers Market. The Riverside Farmers Market is the new one. It is all local farmers, anybody within 125 miles of Reno growing produce, eggs, honey, meat, is all at that farmers market. It's been running all winter. They started last October. It's going to move to where the lawn is on Riverside Drive, June 6th. It's at the McKinley Art and Culture Center.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah, right there on Riverside Drive, right down from the hub. And I am going to have a booth there with essential oil products, but not selling. It's not going to be a big doTERRA, but there's going to be, I'll have my self-care line there. I've got some other people. I've got Ramona's bug spray coming from Florida. I've got other people on my team making things there. And the 2nd and the 4th Thursday of the month, we're going to have a pickle class, or, a pickle picker party. And you can go around and buy your produce and then stop over at EO Connections booth. That's our booth. And you can make a jar of pickles to take home.
I think it's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
I like the way that
When does it start, Julie? June 2nd?
June 6th. It's on a Thursday night, and it's from 4 to 8. And, it'll be just fun. People walking along the river. We'll be able to catch people. Dorinda does her wine and chocolate pairing on Thursday nights. So it'll be fun. It's just a great place to
So
go.
it's just Thursdays?
Just Thursdays.
Okay.
Now, where is the Saturday farmers market in Reno? I've got a cousin from Italy visiting me in Reno.
That is on California Avenue. It's from 8 to 1.
Maybe?
It's in the CVS parking lot.
CVS parking lot.
Uh-huh.
around, isn't it, Julie? That Tim, he comes all year.
Well, Tim comes all year. There's one guy that comes year round. So we've been getting produce year round. But the big Calab Farmers Market, they start the first week of June. Whatever the first Saturday in June is.
Well, I need the first Saturday in May, and so it's on California Avenue.
It doesn't start then. It doesn't.
I know, but there's one on Saturday on California Avenue, or not?
The one on Saturday is the Riverside. There's that one, and then Tim comes on California Avenue the first Saturday. So both of those, you could take, Judy, you could take her to 2 farmers markets. We do 2.
Yeah, we do. And we
Okay.
in
So
between.
California and what for our CVS?
Well, I guess you could say it's California and Booth.
Yeah.
But it's up in front of the House of Bread on California Avenue.
Oh.
And it's one booth. Sometimes there's 2. Sometimes the hole-in-one meat ranch is there.
And then the Riverside Drive also will be.
Yeah, Riverside is on Saturday also, but they are over on the parking lot side. So they are on the corner of Keystone and First.
Yeah, because that's by McKinley Park School, old McKinley.
Yeah. That's where it's at. It's just once summer comes, it'll be on the other side of that building.
Now it's Saturdays there, and then it'll be Thursday night in June. Okay.
It's going to be a real event. I mean, there's going to be food trucks.
I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, it's been about 10 booths, and I go there, and between the farmers market and the co-op, I can get everything I need for the week.
Yeah.
And it keeps me out of the grocery stores. So I'm not tempted to buy the cookies and although they have a new baker at the co-op who makes the best croissants in town.
Probably a good cookie today.
Yeah, we had a cookie today.
Gluten-free.
But I just love the way that the team is evolving. We've done our oil camps, and we've had our classes, and we've had our pickle picker parties, and now it's just like the next step in our evolution as a team. And so if you want to come and help Julie woman the booth, be happy to have some company if anybody's interested in helping her out. Lisa's going to be making some things. Joey Meekum is going to make some things. I haven't really offered to make anything because I'm not going to be around so much. I've been telling other people what they should make, so that's how I'm participating.
But you'll be back in July for some pickle parties.
Yes, and I'll be the pickle master.
Yeah, because on the days when we make pickles, I almost have to have 3 people.
Yeah, it's a bigger endeavor. But if anybody wants to help us out down there, we'd be happy to. Well, okay. Thank you so much. I guess my other thing is that there's going to be a wellness festival, and it's going to be at Awakens Network on May the 4th. Awakens is a really cool collaborative of healers, practitioners like Astron patterning and Reiki and EFT, and then I'm there. And we're going to be setting up an event where you can come in and chat with everybody that's working there and see if there's a healing modality that would suit you. We're going to be giving free presentations during the day. It's like, I think we each get a 2 20-minute presentation opportunities. We're going to have lots of free gifts. There's all kinds of raffles. People are giving away all kinds of good stuff. So we'd love to have you come. That's on Saturday, May the 4th, and it starts at 10. I think we go till about 5 o'clock. And just come by and see me. I'd love to just give you a hug and have you come by and say hi, okay? We've got class tomorrow at 9:30. We've got another one on Sunday at 1 o'clock. So we've got a few things going on. Julie's got a new website that she's putting together. I've got a new one I'm putting together. It's not quite for public consumption yet, but will be pretty soon. So what's everybody else doing? Nancy, are you getting ready to do any traveling? Are you spending time with your grandbaby?
Oh, she's muted.
Let's see if I can unmute her.
There we go.
Okay.
I babysat for like 5 days last week. He's 10 and a half months old. So that was, took me a while to recover. But it was good. It was good.
Done any traveling?
No, we really haven't this year. We have it coming up, but not, it kind of starts in the fall and then we're gone a lot.
Oh,
We
good.
have
Where are you going?
coming here this summer. So
Oh.
yeah, we'll have that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see the grandkids from May 2nd to the 20th. I'll be in Iowa and Indiana.
No, nice.
Are you getting there by train or bus?
Yes, I'm taking the train to Iowa to Mount Pleasant, and then I'm taking the bus from Des Moines to South Bend, Indiana. Then I'm going to fly from O'Hare back to Reno.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
I'm doing them all. I got them all covered. Buses, trains, planes, and cars.
We're going on a really amazing trip. So Enid Oliver, some of you might know her, and Joey Meekum invited me to go with them on a girls' trip to Normandy. And it just sounded like just a great trip. They were renting a chateau and they had a chef, and it just sounded like a great trip. And I felt really bad that my husband wasn't going to be going to Europe with me. So I said to him, well, maybe we should go kick around Europe for a week or two before I meet up with the girls. And he had a big pout on his face and he said, I want to take a cruise. So I said, well, find us a cruise to go on. Well, he found the perfect trip. So we're going to be leaving out of Barcelona. I think it's on May 28th. And we head through the Straits of Gibraltar up the north of Spain and Portugal, and then into the Seine River. And I'll get off in Rouen. I don't speak French, so that's as good as a pronunciation as I can give you. And I take a little train from there to Giverny, and I'll rendezvous with the girls the next day. Bob stays on the cruise, and he goes to the Thames River, and he gets off in Greenwich, flies out of London, and travels home. So it's going to be
Nice.
an amazing trip. So I'm thinking about doing maybe some videos on traveling with essential oils while I'm there, and we'll just see if I can come up with some interesting content that's not wine and cheese related.
Yeah, really.
But
Wine. Wine's good.
Antioxidants, resveratrol, it's good for you. Well, it was my pleasure to see everybody tonight. I've missed you all. Really, I've missed you all very much. I think about you all the time, and I wish you well. And I hope that you enjoy some of the videos that you'll get in the mail. Let me know what you think, okay?
Okay. Have a lovely trip, Wendy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, have a great trip. And you too.
Hope I see you next week, okay?
Okay, bye, ladies. I'll see you over the summer down on the river.
All right. I put it on my phone.
Okay, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.